Alright, guys, we are back for another video, another live stream, and today I decided, I had really had two options I was deciding between, one of which was to kickstart the main universe I'm working on, which I would say I'm just about ready to go. Um, I want to do a few edits first, and I will probably add more content in. There's a few changes I'd like to make um, as we play. So some of the changes that I'll be making throughout the the game as we start is to add like custom music. Um, that being one of the things. Custom music, Titantrons, um, and I want to do a few edits on the overalls and stuff, which I had done already, but I realized I didn't port it over to the universe, so I basically just need to go in and re-edit and whatever, which is easy enough because all I need to do is just like move one um, one slot above, and then I'm good to go. Thanks, Super. By the way, I'm glad to see you here. So essentially, that universe mode is just about ready to go. I'm thinking I could probably theoretically start it today if I wanted to, but I decided instead of doing that, I would take an idea that I posed to uh, a new friend of mine who streams 2K content. Super, of course, knows him. I gave the idea to. Hey, Super, I can see you in chat here. I gave the idea to Ben, and it doesn't seem like he was into it. The idea that I would do a universe mode where every superstar has that sort of like the Vince McMahon treatment for Ric Flair prior to, I think it was WrestleMania 24, whereby if Ric Flair lost his match, he would be forced to retire. That obviously culminated with Shawn Michaels beating him at WrestleMania and retiring him. And of course, we know that whole history, but we're going to ignore it. Um, so the idea in this mode is that if a superstar in my universe loses, they're out. And I've debated whether I wanted to do uh, essentially to do whether it's going to be like a three-strike system, like they can lose one match, fine, and lose two matches, tipsy, and then they lose a third match and rip, they're out. Or just doing it straight up, they're out. I'm not sure yet. You've seen YouTubers do this. Well, that's good that other people have done it. It's sad a bit that I didn't come up with that myself, I guess, but well, I guess other people will also come up with the same idea, so I guess it's a good idea. um, yeah, so essentially, I'm not sure yet whether we'll do, three strikes you're out, one strike you're out. I'll see what chat thinks alongside the way. I've just started the universe itself. Let's see here. So let me explain this. So this one right here, the first one here, is the one I'm working on, like the big universe, and then I just have Sheamus going on. I've had this universe mode going a little bit. It's just the superstar mode with Sheamus, but the 07, the 07? No, the 09 Sheamus persona, as opposed to like current. And this is the one I just made a few minutes ago, ready for this universe mode. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to look at talent and such and try and put them on shows for, Raw, SmackDown, whatever. And then we'll begin. The idea, obviously, continuing to be like they'll get removed from the show and therefore active competition if they lose a match. Now, I could start off with, everyone that's just in the base game is selected as being part of the show. But, why not? I'm not going to select everyone. I'm going to select a few, though. So I'm just kind of basing this off, some of the rosters. I only want to put like one of each person on the show. I don't want multiple people with the same name on, unless it's somebody like a Mick Foley where they have Cactus Jack, Dude Love, all that sort of stuff. If it's the same gimmick, then it probably won't be on. China, why not? Claudia, yeah. Actually, I could put Claudia on SmackDown. Diesel, Doink, Dude Love, Eddie, George, Goldust, Hollywood Hogan. No, wait. I'll do Hulk Hogan 02. Hurricane. Why not? Raw's like the A show after all. In fact, I could just put everybody on every show, but I'm gonna... I might do that later on down the line when the roster starts to thin out a bit. John Cena I'll put on SmackDown. I'll put Kane on SmackDown too. Kevin Nash, I got Diesel in there, no point. Kurt I'll put on SmackDown. Lita, Raw. Just have 3 different versions of Mick Foley on Raw. Mako will go to NXT, so no. Maurice can go there. I'll put Molly Holly, Muhammad, Mustafa, and Amy SmackDown. This guy right here is my Rise character. Ray's on SmackDown, I'm pretty sure. I'll put Sasha on SmackDown. Scott. I'm still working on my guy. Shawn Michaels 09. Actually, I'll put 94. James is on SmackDown. I'll do X-Pac instead. Put Triple H there. Trish. So how are you, Soup, if you're still here? Ultimate Warrior, yeah. Undertaker. Vader. X-Pac. Yokozuna, okay. Alright, so quite a few people I need to add here. That's good to hear. So I basically told Ben Legend that I would probably stream until he jumps on. Hank and Tank. So we definitely need to put Tank on as well. Jada, Jakara. So they won't have all the proper teams here that I have in my other universe mode. But, that isn't really a concern right now. Lash, Kiana, Lola, Lucian, Lyra, Malik. I'll put Maxine on, even though she's on Raw. Maiko, Robert, Miles. I'll put Nikki on because she's only 62. Aura, Oba. Ridge is on NXT right now. Sean Spears, Sol Ruka. Who else? Tank, Tatum. Put Valhalla on there because of her low overall. Von Wagner, Will Ospreay. I'll put Wheeler Yuta on. I'll even put William Regal because why not? I forgot to put him in the other one. Yep. If I forget anyone, that's all good anyway because they'll. I'm assuming a lot of the NXT guys will be removed pretty quickly anyway because their low overalls will probably get them destroyed. Akam, BFAB. Wait, I did those for Raw, didn't I? Ron's on SmackDown now, so I'll put him there, even though he's on Raw. I mean, on NXT, sorry. No, not Charlie Dempsey. Cedric. Who else? Let's see. I'll put Damien and Finn on because they got the tag titles. Hey, Adams. Nice to see you here. Alright, ball's going well, man. Who else do I need? I know we're going to have 2 Jimmys. John Cena for sure. Moxley, Kyrie, Kane. Owens. Actually, I don't even... Oh, wait, I think I put Lexus on the other one. Park, Paul Ellering, definitely need to go there. Sasha. Tiffany. I think I put in Margaret and Raw, but I'm going to put him on SmackDown too because the bloodline's there. Undertaker. Alright, sweet. Okay, so with that, we have our universe created. So, I can see there's 2 of you in here so far. So, we'll start off with the first show. So, for you, Twitch, because you weren't here, I believe, when we started off. Essentially, the goal is that the if a superstar loses, they are effectively retired. We thought about doing a 3-strike system, but I want to see what people think when there's more people in here, or if I have a little bit more time to think about what I want to do. So we're going to start show. And I'm going to turn entrance off. I know that Legend usually has entrances on and stuff, but I'm going to go without. Alright, is there a way I can just like... Yeah, okay. I just want to be unassigned. Yeah, essentially, like a long-winded version of that. Who can last the longest without taking a loss? So, you know, theoretically here,
Katana Chance and Caden Carter, two superstars who refuse to let
we have Tegan and Indy versus Caden and Katana.
Yeah, for as small as they are, they more than make up for that with their athleticism.
So the loser of this match will both of them will be eliminated.
She's not going to go that quietly. Elbow drop.
All right. So here's our prediction for this match, guys.
Perfect.
Just because they're an actual tag team, I'm gonna go Caden and Katana, but I absolutely would prefer Indy to win because fellow Australian, of course.
Double big back body drop. And on that exchange, it looked like Katana Chance lost some focus. Tegan doing what she can to protect her territory.
Boom! What an uppercut.
Jarring. And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Katana's already taken some nice damage.
Hit the ropes. Uh-oh.
So the former tag champs are not looking great right now. It definitely is. I would have thought that they would have paired her with Candice, but even though I believe that they have the motion in the game, they just, like, even last game in 2K23 they didn't have them as a team,
She's still in this one,
which is weird to me. But yeah, I mean, what can you do? I'm not gonna go ahead and edit anything. The only time I'll probably edit is when I feel that something just either really doesn't make sense, or people that are not listed anymore are in for a match. So, like, let's say here Tegan and Indy lose, then if by some chance I see Tegan in a future match, then I'd have to go in and edit it to remove Tegan, because I know that sometimes 2K can be glitchy and show people that aren't necessarily in the roster. And I did like a challenge back on like 2K22 called the Alphabet Challenge that I'm currently doing on my console version of this game to make a blog into, and I noticed that in that universe mode they would incorporate superstars that are just not on your roster or booked whatsoever to be part of your show, even if you have more than enough people there to cover the card. And yeah, they definitely do. They also love to put random champions in place, which is just, it's always been a thing for as long as I can remember. Like, I remember back in like, I don't know, like 2011 or whatever, they were doing like the most random people would become your like WWE champion, the World Heavyweight Champion, or whatever, and then you'd stand there like, oh, what the hell? It'd be funny, but it definitely, you wouldn't see like R-Truth as your WWE champion. Although, then again, they did do that whole capital punishment thing with him. So maybe that's not the best example, but I'm sure you get what I mean.
a very nice takedown.
I don't know if they even know.
So interesting thing about
Up is down and right is left about now.
Caden. Recently, I would say like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, maybe now at this point, I was on a live stream that she did on TikTok. She mentioned that initially when she was younger, she never wanted to be like a WWE superstar or wrestler in general. I believe she said she wanted to be a ballerina, but she had an injury and couldn't do that anymore, and she wanted to like inspire people, which is when she found wrestling, and that's also like when she got to the Performance Center. That's when she became friends with Katana, which I'm sure most of us know at that point. That's pretty obvious, pretty well known. Super, you asked, what's the plan in situations like this when the champion loses in a non-title match? When we have champions that lose in a match, I would just award the championship to the person that defeated them. It's kind of revisionist history, but I feel that that's probably the best way to do it. If you retire the champion, and you know, obviously then at that point they can't defend it. So I think that that's enough of a milestone to warrant just changing the champion to whoever pins them. It's either that or retire the championship itself. And I think that it would probably go on a case-by-case basis, depending on you know, what the championship is. Like if it's the women's tag titles, for example, as much as I love women's tag teams, there's not a lot of them, so I wouldn't really worry. But if it's something like the WWE Undisputed Championship, then maybe. But even then, like, we also have the World Heavyweight, and it depends where. Yeah. So like, if the World Heavyweight Champion, so in this case I believe it's Seth and Roman, if Seth and Roman both make it pretty far here in the universe, and then, you know, let's say Roman loses, and he loses the title, if I feel that there's not a heck of a lot of people, I might just remove that title, and then there would only be one major title. So it'll depend on at what point these championships fade out as well. If they last a long time, then they'll probably end up being retired with the champion.
Series of elbows looking to create.
Yeah. So Tegan and Indy would win the championships if indeed they defeat. I call these girls the American Ninja Warriors. And we have a first result, so the champions retain, and I guess. Oh, okay. So we got like a rivalry thing happening here already. So it looks like we're getting ready for a Piper Niven and Chelsea Green rivalry with them. So I guess there's only two of you in chat now, so I would love to know. Super, you're talking actively right now. What would you rather? Would you rather it be like a one shot and you're done? Would you call it one shot and they're done? Or would you rather it be 3 strikes and they're out? We got another tag team matchup right now. Imperium versus Alpha Academy. And obviously we're not going to get repeats of the same competitors right away. So I'm not like I don't need to decide in totality right now, but I want to keep an open mind until I decide what direction we'll go. I'm just going to write down in my notes here that Caden and Katana defeated Tegan and Indy. Alright. Now, I don't remember putting entrances on for this, So I don't know why they're walking down to the ring.
The following content.
Maybe I should have kept it on because it was Samantha Irvin, but shoes, please.
The Alpha Academy in action here tonight. I'm still not sure if these guys are as important and educated.
Okay, so your vote is for 3.
Look at what these competitors have.
I'm not really fussed with it, how long it goes or how short it is. It's just a fun idea, basically. Like it's essentially just like I have my main universe mode that I'm working on. So this is just like a fun experiment on the side. Favorite AFL team. Honestly, I don't know because I don't follow AFL. I don't even follow NRL, but I know more about NRL, so I couldn't give you a proper thing. But probably Sydney Roosters or whatever. Sydney Eagles, whatever they're called, because I met the team back when I was in high school. That would be the only one I would say.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Oh man. Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Am I from New South Wales? Yeah.
And we're cutting it kind of close, don't you think? You could say that.
Are we about to get a count out this freaking quickly? No. No, I don't think we are.
Slowing down the pace. Tremendous pressure on the head and neck. Delivers the cross body.
I love a good cross body. Especially when it lands just absolutely perfectly.
And not a
so beautiful.
Placed as Ludwig salutes the crowd.
Oh, quick pin attempt here. An easy kick out there.
He's not giving up that easy.
I wonder if Otis still has the worm. I would imagine he does. That'd be really freaking funny.
Face first in the turnbuckle.
That's it. Sydney Swans. Yes. It would be them just because they're, like you said, it's in my region. It would have been the team I met. I just cannot remember because that was like over a decade ago. That's like a decade and a half ago. I met the team that there was at that point. Yeah, lose by count out and then your career's over. Legendary career. Imagine if that happened to Ric Flair in that match versus Shawn Michaels. He just gets counted out. It's like, oh well, my career's over. It was a good run. Did a lot of styling and profiling. But it all ends here.
Rolling into a monkey flip. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Corey, what are they going to do here? We're about to.
I also want to point out that just if Chad and Otis were to lose here and we had the one rule, it would be the worst match ever. If Chad and Otis lost here and we only had it like for one and you're done, then Maxine and Akira Tozawa would still be in because they would technically. Yeah, that's totally fine, add-ons. Akira and Maxine would still be in because they were not involved in the match. Same, obviously. Not that Gunther's at ringside here, but if Imperium lost, Gunther would, and we only had one life, then Gunther would still be in, but Vinci and Giovanni and Vinci, Ludwig and Vinci would both be eliminated, but Gunther wouldn't.
He saw it coming, taking advantage.
So my plan for tonight was essentially to play at least one full show of Universe, and then do some Sporkle quizzes or some PS2 gaming, potentially more. I ran quite significantly late. I wanted to go and start much earlier, but I was like seriously tired, so I had a nap, and then I had to order pizza and had to wait for pizza to get here. So it took much longer than expected to get going tonight. So I don't want to step on Ben Legend's feet because like I've streamed on and off for years, but seeing people like him actively keep a schedule when you have like a significantly smaller audience, it's really nice to see, because I particularly like communities like that are tight knit and that don't have like, you know, 5-10k people in there, and you know you could talk for, you could write 100 messages and the content creator will never see what you said, and sometimes it's really nice to be heard. Other times it doesn't matter as much. Like I watch an equal amount of bigger streamers as well, but he would say right now I would say watching content like Legends and like some of my friends that also stream with, you know, that amount or less concurrent viewers, it inspires me more to create content rather than just doing it in my own time by myself without an audience. And like I'm not the best talker. I can talk a lot and, you know, annoy you by the amount that comes out of my mouth, but I also have like awkward silences, and I'm still very much like I'm very much a shy person with my disorders and stuff. Like I keep to myself. So being out there and doing Twitch streams and stuff is like challenging, but in a good sort of way, because it can help me. So I'm really inspired to better myself by you know streaming, and work on my like not my confidence in a way that is not just like talking to myself. But instead, even if there's like no viewers here whatsoever, I would still try my best to talk and just get something out rather than just sitting here in complete silence. So I'm definitely doing this on the camera because of people like them. If it wasn't for them, then I'd be by myself right now doing this.
Just barely. I don't think Otis is aware of the danger that's coming.
It looks like he's going for a wait, is he going for no? He's going for a finisher.
Kaiser has all but ended this. Cover.
And just like that, Imperium get the win.
That'll change his career tonight.
Here are your winners, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. Imperium!
So just like that, if we did one person,
You know what it is. Imperium out here crushing.
we would say
people's
goodbye to
games.
Chad and Otis right now. That's crazy how many tag matches we have in one night. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the matches. That's crazy. Anyway, New Day versus Jinder and Shinsuke. Now I'm gonna predict the New Day just because they're a cohesive team. I think I would be more sad to see Shinsuke go than the New Day go from the universe right now. Jinder, I like Jinder. I don't want to hinder the Jinder, but I would go the New Day over Jinder. But I would go Shinsuke over the New Day and wanting them here.
Let's go. New Day rocks.
Let's see.
Day rocks.
What do you guys think? What do you think,
Shut
Super?
up, Saxton.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the
Seriously, why are they? And I'm gonna have to check the entrances after this.
The always vibrant and energetic New Day.
All right, there we go.
Square off here. While they have fun, we've seen New Day have what it takes to win in big-time matches.
Yeah, Michael, that doesn't mean you should let your guard down when facing the New Day, or you're likely to become
the modern day Maharaja.
And surprising offense.
Actually, Byron, I'm surprised because that's true. There's no telling what new tricks the New Day has packed in their bag for this match. And as their opponents, you need to cut the ring in half. You're facing a team with great...
I just realized they have the @New Day thing on their tights.
Certainly a key to neutralizing any great tag team. Reaches his partner.
No teamwork.
Oh, what impact by the modern day Maharaja.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Uh-oh, look at this. Suplex delivered.
Oh. Hooked up and DDT.
Right now, Xavier's getting the crap kicked out of him, so...
Man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Tagged into the action. Oh my God. And now Shinsuke's playing to the crowd. What a shot by Nakamura.
Alright, Xavier's yellow-headed.
Oh, this match grinded him down a little.
Right in front of Kofi, too, and Kofi's just standing there watching, not able to do anything to help his tag team partner. Ooh, okay. Irish whip.
And he sends him into the corner. Oh, man.
Those merciless knees from Shinsuke. Xavier's finally out. What is this? Pump handle.
Up and...
Oh, that was nice, okay.
Face first. Oh, God, face first. Some serious... He could pin his opponent.
It's not over yet, Xavier. There's no way you're more damaged than Shinsuke
He's
is.
not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him. Reversal from Nakamura. Nice series of strikes. That forearm. Oh, my Lord.
Xavier needs to make the tag. He's going for a suplex.
Boom. Dropped on the crown.
It's like a... What do you call that again? It's like a reverse suplex. Like a Falcon Arrow sort of thing.
Talk about devastation.
Just having a mental blank on the move name. Okay, Kofi's back in. Fresh face. He's right with an STO.
Beautiful suplex. Oh, across the top rope.
Okay, Xavier's stunned.
Quick strike to the lower body. Connects on a kick. Boom. If at first you don't succeed.
New Day is just getting dominated right now.
Great display of power to the German.
Oh, deadlift German.
No one is gonna
Always love me a
if
good
you skip going
deadlift.
to the gym today. Sharp knee. Discouraging results for Kofi. Nakamura cannot be stopped, gentlemen.
Shinsuke's got his signature ready.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. He's absorbed some damage already.
Yeah, it looks like the New Day was able to catch them by surprise.
Got him where he wants him. Up and Falcon Arrow. Here's the cover.
Can you get it here? I don't think so.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this. You hear the talk in the locker room, the anything you can do, I can do better mentality that's been building between these competitors.
So,
I've noticed just how much they've been trying to one-up each other as of late, and I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Kofi's done. Xavier's... Well, Xavier's just... He had a little bit of charisma going for him just then. A little bit of stamina, even. We're now both New Day outside the ring.
I hope they're okay.
Jinder has set his sights on his
I can't believe how easily the New Day are getting dismantled tonight.
Connected with a good shot there.
No! Suicide dive!
Alright, Wood coming back with the suicide dive. That was good.
Athleticism. Just going
Jinder's only yellow-headed right now.
whip back into the ring.
We've still got quite a bit of damage to take.
Yes,
And he makes the tag to Shinsuke, of course. Shinsuke also has his signature ready to go. Nice DDT.
DDT connects.
Woods has his signature ready to go. Taking him to his corner. He can't make the tag. Oh, okay, now Shinsuke taking him back to his corner. And he does make it.
Hits back against Nakamura. Ooh.
Xavier fighting out of the corner.
Landslide. Is it enough? The cover. 2.
And just like that, the New Day... What?
Celebration underway. Great win tonight.
But the New Day didn't win. What? The New Day lost.
Well, we got another superstar. I guess adding to the celebration. Appreciation.
I sense a hint of sarcasm in the celebration.
Well, maybe they lost and they're just like walking.
You're probably right.
Maybe they lost and they're just like the crowd is cheering them like, you still got it, or like if they are retired, like thank you New Day. And Judgment Day are looking over at them. Yeah, that's interesting. So Nikki Cross versus Becky Lynch, and I'm really thinking this is only going to go one way.
Some call her the last kicker. Some call her the man. But all you really need to know about Becky Lynch is that she brings the fight every time she steps in the ring.
Becky is fired up, and so is the WWE Universe. Few superstars draw off the crowd's energy like Lynch does. They fan the flames of her all-consuming drive to win and push her to go beyond her own limits.
Yeah, no, sadly, I'm New South Wales.
And Becky Lynch kind of go hand in hand at this point. We'll see if she can deliver for the crowd in this one.
And she better be prepared for the unpredictable Nikki Cross. There's no telling what we'll see when she's in the ring.
So Nikki Cross is absolutely just getting destroyed right now. Keeping in mind, Nikki Cross has like a 62 overall, I believe. Becky, I think, if I remember, was just in the 90s or the high 80s. So this does not look good for Nikki. She's definitely the underdog in this match versus Becky. Add-ons, if you're back, would you rather I've Super's told me his answer, but would you rather it be 3 strikes and you're out of the universe, or you lose 1 match and you're completely gone? What would you personally rather from the experience? 1 and done or 3 and done? Okay, that was a close 2 count. 3 strikes personally. Okay, that's 2 for 2.
You can't ignore what Lynch has accomplished during her time here. She's paved the way for many in the women's division. But this is WWE.
I mean, it's not possible, Super, but I can also be in chat.
That leaves a potential opening for her opponent. Knee left. No. Oh no! Crashing hard onto the floor.
You know, I really miss Nikki Cross from NXT. Like, that version of Nikki Cross. You know, when she was, like, feuding with Asuka and stuff.
Side Russian leg sweep takedown, and these will keep you.
That part is true. Did you guys love Nikki Cross when she was in NXT, like that version of her, or even like the Sanity version of Nikki Cross? Like I feel so bad, but now she's like, you know, you look at her in 2K and it's like, oh, she's in the barely hit the 60s, and like on TV, she's just like a jobber essentially. She doesn't do much at all.
Not going to be easy to get out of this.
Nice job getting to the ropes.
And when you're in that position, you have no other choice.
Almost feels like if WWE were to do a release, like a cut of talent, she would be among them. And that's sad because she's so talented, but I mean, that's how I feel about everyone. Okay, Becky's got her signature. Nikki is significantly damaged right now. She might not even need it. Okay, she kicks out. She's got a lot of working to do if she hopes to beat Becky. Becky could hit her. Oh, but she might have rope break. Yep.
Yeah, that could have been bad. Right to the chest.
All right, Nikki almost has her signature.
Nikki just adding salt to the wound.
All right, goes for a second one. Nice crossface, but Becky easily gets out.
And takes control.
Oh! Usama is in. Yeah, that's exactly it, Super. It feels so bad. She's so talented. Again, it's not just her. There's so many like that. Not everyone can be at the top. But it sucks to see how good she was in NXT to now where she's just about to lose her first match. There we go. Becky wins. So, easy win for Becky. And that was our first, our second female match of the universe. I almost forgot about Hayden and Katana defeating Tegan and Indy. So, Gunther versus Dominic versus The Miz. Who we got here, guys? Well, yeah, she just kind of lost her back to Charlotte, and that... Oh, yeah, I forgot to change the entrances off again. That's the stupid part. Like, she could have kept the title, had a bit of a longer run with it, and then they could have did something with it. But you kind of knew with a superhero gimmick, it's going one of two ways. Either she's like, equivalent to like a Super Cena, or she's just a gimmick, like the Hurricane. Okay, Gunther's your prediction, and he's also my prediction. I would go Gunther or Dominic. I don't think The Miz is winning. I like The Miz, I like Dominic, I like Gunther. But I don't see Miz winning this match.
Whatever's playing here can't be good. Snake eyes. DDT.
So far, Dominic's taken the brunt of the damage. That was a nice neck breaker. And Gunther standing tall.
Taking this to the floor. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Miz has a chair. Gunther notices it. They're going back and forth. Knocks it out of his hand. And what's he doing?
Oh, what a plex.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nice.
That STO was more, that looks so much like a zigzag.
Matches can lead to unexpected alliances.
Oh, absolutely. Triple threats create circumstances that lead to interesting bedfellows. Allies out of necessity.
Eliminating the strongest entity so you can go one-on-one is a common game plan.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the match.
I don't mind it. I loved Jinder. I still do.
He goes for the cover.
I definitely he should have not been a jobber when he won it, of course. But Jinder winning the WWE Championship in and of itself, I didn't mind personally. But yeah, that definitely didn't help going from a jobber to being champion. I remember when Jinder first came back and he was working with Rusev. He was so good, and just watching him wrestle. Especially, I particularly remember on the WrestleMania card in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He looked so good, and I just kept telling everybody around that time when he first came back, Like, this guy, he could be a world champion if they put him to it. Like, he looked so freaking good in what he was doing. And then he did become world champion, but they didn't work him towards the world champion. And I'm pretty sure he would have got a lot of heat for it anyway, because even if he had been promoted, like, you know, significant wins, growing as a character, you obviously have that past. And it's like, it's the same thing if R-Truth won a few matches now and then won the WWE Championship. People would go like, why? He's a career jobber. Like, he's a career comedy act. And so, even if that happened, even if he worked towards it, I think he still would have got hate, probably not as much as he did, for just winning it out of the blue. But yeah, I did enjoy Jinder back then. I mean, still enjoy him now. I love Indus Sher.
He's trying to intimidate his opponent one more time, but he's got to strike soon.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did wrong. Like, I think he'd still get hate either way, but when you go from 0 to 100 like that, I mean, what do you expect? If he worked towards it, he'd get people upset with him, but at least he couldn't go, oh, he just won it out of the blue. But that's exactly what happened. So, Gunther's actually more damaged now than Dirty Dom. Miz is not looking good. But Gunther does have his signature. And he gets taken down by Dom.
Thrown back in under the ropes.
Oh, come on now.
No, it wasn't the greatest, but there was some good segments. And the spot with Randy doing that, like, the suplex to the, I forget, the Bollywood Brothers, is still an iconic spot, and I'm sure you'd admit that. Also, like, I know that this is probably something most people would disagree with. I absolutely love the Punjabi prison match, so I was happy to see it come back. I thought it could have been much better than it was, but the match itself I enjoyed. Because I remember the Batista match, it was one of my favorites when it happened. As shitty as, you know, some people would view that. So Dominic gets the win, so Gunther takes his first loss. Of course, if we were doing it one shot and you're done, Gunther would be eliminated right now, which people would not be happy about. So Dirty Dom gets the win over The Miz and Gunther. So let me just write this. Dom, Mysterio, Death, Gunther, and The Miz. Randy's match was enjoyable, but I like the original one with Batista. Yeah, that one was significantly better. I'm pretty sure I left the entrances on here again, so I'm going to have to turn it off. So, Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso. Of course, this game believes Sami and Jey are not friends. Of course, in WWE currently, I would say that they're friends. So here's your prediction, guys. I'm going to go Jey.
Between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn is tumultuous. These two have been everything from bitter enemies.
1 second, be right back, guys. Just watch the match.
Yeah, emotions have to be high for Jey and Sami tonight. They both know each other so well and both know what lengths they're going to have to go to in order to get the win.
We'll just have to see where their tumultuous relationship stands after this match. Corey, in your eyes, what is Sami Zayn's biggest advantage in this matchup?
No, that's an easy one, Cole. Sami Zayn's a strategic mastermind. That'll give him a clear path to victory. All he has to do is properly execute them.
He eludes the contact. Wicked kick to the face.
Penny predicament, shoulders down, raises the shoulder.
Already having to expel so much unnecessary energy this early on.
Some good contact by Jey Uso.
On point.
Alright, sorry about that. Just had to check something.
Heads outside, but this one.
Okay, so Soup, you have Sami. I have Jey.
Jey's confidence really showed in that maneuver.
Nice DDT on the outside. Jey using significant stamina right there to get up. But he's right back down with a backbreaker. So Sami's really got his number right now. Important to note that Sami is actually more damaged than Jay right now.
As if Sami couldn't be any more annoying.
Okay, Jay in at the count of 7.
Oh, man. Oh, ouch. This superstar promised a win at any cost. We are seeing just how far they're willing to go. Samoan drop. That wasn't just a move. That was a
Yellow chest Sami, okay.
And Jey Uso looking for support from the crowd.
Justified. This is awesome chance for Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso.
Dismantling the arm.
Oh, I don't know if any of you guys will get that joke.
Focusing on a body part, picking it apart. The arm's as good of a place to focus as any.
Face full of turnbuckle. And I'm sure Jay's bloodline.
That's
what they saw there.
Yeah, Zayn put a little extra oomph into that one.
Oh, there you are, Zayn. I was waiting for you. Hello. So, Zayn, now that you're here, I want your opinion. Should this universe mode be 3 strikes and you're eliminated, so you're retired, or you lose a single match and you're retired? I'm polling everybody in chat tonight.
Power slam.
Will this be enough?
So Sami Zayn is significantly more injured right now. Will he get the win? 3 strikes. Okay, that's 3 for 3. I think that's actually enough for me to agree. So I think that's what we'll do. Because three people saying that, I don't think I'm going to get another 3 people to say... one. So we'll do that way. We'll do it that way. So Jey Uso is absolutely destroying Sami here. Sami, of course, has his signature, but he hasn't had a chance to use it.
Rapid fire Samoan drop.
Okay, Sami wasting it to get up, but
Zayn able to adapt.
okay. Punches him towards the corner. Exploder.
Suplex. Lights out.
Was that? That's not an exploder. Yeah, half and half. What am I saying?
Zayn with a takedown.
Alright, is he gonna get... Yeah, I was gonna say, is he gonna get the row break?
Had no choice.
Okay, Jay has his signature. Sami
He
is actively now in control of the match.
The knee.
Of course, Sami's significantly more injured right now. Jay up. And Sami hits another submission on him.
How's he going to get out of this predicament?
Elbows his way out. Chop. Kick to the gut.
Going for a neck breaker.
Dragged around into a neck breaker.
Makes him pay with a counter.
Oh my.
Nice drop kick. Okay, Jay's more damaged in the body. And Sami's slowly taking back the match. Okay, he's bloodied. Okay, Jay is not looking good right now.
Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly.
What's your prediction, Zayn?
Do some serious damage. He's in a bad way, guys.
I don't want to say he's done, but I can hear the fat lady warming up.
Jey Uso can come back from this after all.
Okay, Sami's hitting...
Down to his opponent.
What do they call this again?
Clotheslines ducking out of the way. What a drop kick.
Samuel. Okay. You gotta go on Sami.
Kick to the
Okay, Jay's really damaged right now. In the red.
His energy to put Jey on the back foot. Looking to finish it off.
Swanton.
bomb.
Sami Zayn
Blue Thunderbomb. And he goes for the pin. Could be over for Jay right here.
There's 2. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
And he barely kicks out, but Sami's got 2 finishes ready to go. Off the ropes.
Has Sami ended it there?
And he hits a haluva kick off the ropes.
Try to end it.
And it's over. Sami gets the win, and Jay takes his first loss. So,
Here is your winner,
Zayn, to bring you up to speed on what's happened so far tonight, Hayden and Katana defeated Tegan and Indy. Vinci and Ludwig defeated Chad and Otis. Jinder and Shinsuke defeated Kofi and Xavier. Becky defeated Nikki Cross. Dominic Mysterio defeated Gunther and The Miz. And Sami Zayn now has defeated Jey Uso. If this were one loss and you're out, we would say goodbye to Tegan, Indy, Chad, Otis, Kofi, Xavier, Gunther, The Miz, and Jey Uso so far. So now Seth frickin' Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. The World Heavyweight Champion versus Drew McIntyre. Does Drew take his first loss, or does the champion?
The referee starting the matchup. Oh, and that's one way to get going. And the referee's down already.
The match just started.
Fisticuffs from the opening bell. This thing's going to get ugly.
Someone's going to get seriously hurt if this continues like this.
That's so exciting, isn't it, Cole?
The bell rings coming right off the heels of some underhanded tactics.
Yeah, guys, there is no...
The Zebra goes down.
What you doing here, Corey?
Let's see how long he stays down for, though.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
Seth Rollins lifting a fallen...
So in a situation like this, if the goal is just... If the goal... I can see that the ref is back up now. But let's say that the ref was down and it was just like, oh, okay, you have to damage and knock the guy out. And it's not like a proper win, then I don't think I would count that towards the goal. If it's not like an official match, like the official hasn't called for the bell, I would not count that as a loss. I would call that as like a brawl. So I would not take a loss off like towards them being eliminated. But the ref is up obviously and counting the match, so
And Rollins looked to step behind.
Yeah, and that can be a
not in this
building
case.
block for McIntyre to build upon.
Versatility from Rollins. This could be it. Cover. And he breaks the count quickly.
He's nowhere near ready to stop.
Crowd chanting for Seth as he gets a 1 count. Going for nope, just a boot to the nose.
They weren't that good looking anyway.
Wall Green King, thank you for the follow.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. Gets cinched in. This could... Looking to free the arm and does
Quick
just
crossface and Drew is up. We want Cody. Well, I am actually not sure if he's booked on the show tonight. But thank you for following, and just as an explanation in case you've just joined, the goal here is to see who the last man and last woman standing in universe mode is. If a superstar loses 3 times, they are fired or retired. So their career is done. And we go until there's 1 guy, 1 girl remaining. Alright, hits the Claymore. Is this over? Does the champion take his first loss? And he kicks out. Okay. I actually thought it was over just then.
I can tell you that much.
How much more can you give them?
So, in reference earlier, Soup, to what you said, because we're doing 3 lives, it would be like if the final match loss takes place.
How bold you are. Missing on those kind of maneuvers will send you to a medical facility.
I'm feeling like a badass because I bought this 1,500 boat for no reason. That is actually pretty badass.
They're getting too close for comfort.
No one's paying attention to you, Saxon. They're too busy beating the tar out of each other.
Is it like one of the? Is it like a boat with like the oars, or is it like a motorized boat? Already, okay, they're at a count of 6. Who wants this boat? I'm pretty sure everyone wants the boat. They just don't want the smoke. Ah, motor, okay. That's even better. I don't think it's done, but let's see. Okay, I think that was just a 1 count. Yep, 1 count. Okay, Seth going for the stomp.
Drew is completely out of it.
I don't think it was, but it could have been.
Shoulder up before 3. Just trademark determination passion from the Scotsman. Not many men would kick out in
I appreciate the offer, but I'm not I'm not gonna do that. I genuinely want to see who the final person is. I want to see, like, is it going to be somebody with like a high overall, or is it going to be somebody surprising? Now, I don't think Akira would win, for example. Right, Akira Tozawa, I do not think he would win. But imagine seeing like him being, you know, for example, in the second portion of it. So like half the superstars are eliminated, but Akira Tozawa is still in. That, for example, would really interest me. Like, are the final group of people going to be guys with 90 overalls plus? Or are we going to have guys that have like 70 in there? Are there guys that aren't going to be used on, like, automatically booked for the shows, that just slip through the cracks and make it to the end? There's so many options, and I cannot wait to see. And I would love to hear what you guys' predictions are for who will be the final male and females. Alright, Seth off the top. Alright, Soup, yeah, I believed you. I don't think this is the main event, no. I would have expected main event would have been for the title. Of course, it could be the main event, I just don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the 7th. I have a volcano hot take. I think that is pretty hot. That's pretty scorching.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre.
He's so bad at his job, he makes wrestling look fake. Actually, I'm loving what The Rock is doing right now on TV. Ooh, big super kick to the head. I love that move.
Will it be? He kicks out at 2.
And actually, again, I thought it was over. Well, Seth is definitely the champion, so I would imagine that, yeah, Cheeky Nando's, that's what it's called. Okay, nice 5-star frog splash. Seth has 2 finishes, Drew has 1. Is it done here? And it's done. Seth gets the win. So, Drew takes his first loss.
They might not be in the best shape right now, but they have to be feeling good after that win. I'll give them one.
Fantastic. So let's see. Okay, so it definitely wasn't for the title. Let's see what was. Okay, so Damian Priest is cashing in. Well, that's why you've seen the world title, because Damian's cashing in. Are we including NXT? Yes, NXT is in there. I added a bunch of superstars to NXT that weren't in the initial game. So you'll see them as well. Well, that was unexpected, but I guess we'll see very soon if Priest is going to cash in and give Seth his first loss, or Seth is going to take down 2 people in one night. Alright, so we have DIY versus Indus versus the Viking Raiders. What are your predictions, everyone? I'm going to hope for DIY, but we'll see.
Tornado tag with multiple teams facing off. Things are going to get frantic fast.
Whatever team.
So I had this weird glitch in the WWE game, Ciampa versus Chelsea Green for the WWE title. Chelsea beat Ciampa. There are actually mods, I believe, made by What's the Status, that let you play as female characters against male characters, and perhaps vice versa. So I know people were doing like turning the Rhea Ripley model into like a male character, so they could have Rhea versus like male superstars, which was funny. Maybe that's what happened with you if you downloaded that. If not, then that's really strange. but cool. Chelsea Green versus Ciampa sounds like fun. I know they were jokingly teasing Becky Lynch versus Ciampa on WWE, the show that happens after Raw like 2 weeks ago.
Strategy can play a role in this. Now's the time for a superstar to get inventive, to get creative when it comes to inflicting damage on their opponents.
So Johnny with the kendo stick, going for the pin on Ciampa, and it's over very quickly. They're not. It's so stupid that China can't wrestle Men in the Games. I agree, but that's the workaround for you, Zayn. That's all you can really do, is use those sorts of models to make the game think that the women's superstars are men, and vice versa, so you can get those matches. Like, I would love to do Dom and Rhea versus, like, I don't know, Miz and Maurice or some bullshit, but like in a regular match where it's like, it's not mixed tag rules, where if Mummy tags out, Maurice tags out, or whatever. And that would be so much fun. Raw Talk, yes, that's it. I think the SmackDown one is like SmackDown Lowdown or something as well. So I remember seeing that the other day. The Vikings right now look like they're doing pretty good. And obviously, as you can see, DIY, despite, I believe, Super, yes, it was Super, that had DIY for the win. It looks like Vikings are just dominating right now. Kenny Omega is a proponent of intergender wrestling, but you don't think Tony would approve? I would probably agree. I think Tony Khan said himself he doesn't approve, like back around when AEW started. I remember, might have been Cody that mentioned it, like wanting an intergender match, and Tony said that he wouldn't like that. So kick out at 2. So Vikings can't end it just yet.
Right across the leg sweeping. And he got in there. I thought that was it. Lifted way up.
Actually, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool. Do you mean in the early but used in the 60s with China? Okay, I misread that. I thought you meant China, like the wrestler China. I was like, okay, I don't know if China was wrestling in the 60s. Me and Yim got excited on Twitter when the conversation around intergender wrestling got going. Yeah, she's back in her TNA run, early TNA run. I could have sworn she did some intergender. Especially when I dug when she was in the Dollhouse with like Taryn Terrell and forgetting the other woman's name, but I know who I'm thinking of. There was also Awesome Kong, I think, revolving around that stable. But I loved those girls when they were doing that. That was like 2008, 2009 maybe? 2007 even. That is absolutely hilarious, Walgreen. Okay, well, Johnny Gargano and Veer are the only two in the rings right now. And Ciampa and Sunga aren't looking good, but they're on the outside. Gargano, was that his finishing move? I think it was. It was, yeah, it's his finishing move. Okay, Eric breaking it up. Did any of you guys ever watch TNA, like back in the day? Like the good old stuff. Like I want to say like 2000, anywhere from like, well for me it was like 2007 till 2012 ish. That was really good for me. Did you have any favorites, Walgreen? Like who were your favorites at TNA? Yeah, it did. I know you started, Zane, in what, it was like 2014 or 2015 for you. You've told me, because I remember like Seth was your first favorite. Yeah, no, exactly add-ons, because that was the same for me. It was like, it was always very, very late at night, so it felt like taboo almost. And but I used to watch it with my best friend that actually got me into wrestling. Like my growing up, my mum, God rest her soul, she's passed away now. But my mum was a big wrestling fan herself. Her favorite was Jake the Snake Roberts, so I always like had a fondness for Jake the Snake Roberts. And then so I had seen stuff like sporadically, but I didn't start like watching like properly like paying attention until 2007, and The Undertaker was who got me into it, aka Wide. Like, he's my favorite of all time, and absolutely love that guy. And you know, and my friend was the one that got me into it in 2007. And Undertaker kept me there. Jeff Hardy kept me there. Batista did. It was great. Most suicidal man. Do you mean just straight up suicide? Yeah, like it could have been Suicide. It could be Amazing Red. It could be Shark Boy. Maybe it could be Jay Lethal. It could be some. I would speculate as somebody in the X Division. Yeah, I don't watch a ton of AEW, but I love a lot of their guys. I'm pretty, like, mixed on watching AEW. Zane, though, he often tells me what's happening there. He's a diehard fan of that promotion. The main promotion I watch is WWE. And then I used to really pay attention to Insane Championship Wrestling in the UK. It was particularly in Scotland, like around Glasgow, which is actually where Clash of the Castle was happening. And it's where like Drew got big, the Coffey Brothers, Wolfgang, Pipe and Niven, a bunch of those talented wrestlers. I used to absolutely love watching that. Haven't watched any recently, but a lot of the guys you see now, and a lot of the guys that were in NXT UK were from that promotion. Matt Morgan, yes, terrific. Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, correct. All amazing wrestlers. Clash of the Castle 2024, yes. It was confirmed to be in Scotland at, I'm forgetting the name of the arena, the O2 Arena, I believe. And it's July, I think? July 15th, around then. Okay, Sanger is really not looking good, and neither is Veer. Ivar still looks pretty good, so he might get out of the submission by Johnny.
This is surprising, Byron.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he would let him out right there.
Ivar gets out of there. Man, cover. Is that enough? Kicks out. He just won't give up. Measuring, and that's good.
So I would speculate, as far as Clash of the Castle goes, that we'll probably have to do something involving Drew McIntyre. I recently started to keep an eye on the Australian promotions too. Yeah, I try to keep an eye on them, but it's less easy to do that with the way that the networks and stuff work here for it. Like, it's difficult. What I mean is that it's difficult to like find copies of it and stuff without paying like a lot of money for a subscription service. Like, I know that I think PWA did one that was very difficult. Like, I remember looking at it and it was like $10-20 a month for just PWA. I was like, I'm not paying that much for an indie per month. Okay, Project Ciampa to Veer, it looks like. And Eric makes a save. So this match is probably going to be the longest match of the night, I'd feel, because unlike a tag match, the guys are going to keep breaking it up.
And Gargano is out.
Okay, Gargano's down right now. Vikings are both up. World Series Wrestling, yes. You're going to it with Ben, aren't you? And some others. Zane and I probably will end up going to a World Series Wrestling at some point. So it'd be nice to meet you guys, but we definitely don't have current plans to go see one. We talked about going to a dub in England for All In, but I don't think we're going to do that. we went to Elimination Chamber, as I believe you know, Super. So I was there for Elimination Chamber in Feb. And that was my first show I'd ever went to for wrestling, despite being a fan of it for like over a decade now. And that was really fun. And I think I mentioned that I got COVID on the way home, so it was horrible. Because I needed to get like 6-7 different forms of transportation to get home. It was like Perth, Uber to the airport, layover for 16 hours in Perth. By the way, this is just getting home, not getting there. Layover for like 16 hours in Perth, then got a flight to like Brisbane or Melbourne or something. Then an hour later, another flight to Sydney. Then an Uber to the train station, which I had to get to in an hour. And then because the train station had work on the tracks, they had to put us in like buses basically, coaches. So like fancy buses, and that took us to Broadmeadow, and then I had to take a train from Broadmeadow all the way home. So and all that whole time I was getting worse with COVID, so it was just absolutely terrible. But the show itself was incredible. Yeah, you also went to the show. It was incredible. I'm sure you'd agree. Yeah, we definitely want to go to another show. World Series Wrestling, if we're not talking WWE, or potentially AEW coming to Australia, the World Series would be the top promotion I'd want to go see. I actually almost worked for World Series Wrestling for a while, but we never reached a deal. That was back when I was doing work as quote unquote, or I was doing wrestling journalism work. So Veer McMahon and Sangha get the win. That's Sangha, right? I always get his name wrong because it's Sangha, because it's not Shanky. Okay, Indus Sher get the win. So Sangha and Veer, Def, Champa, and Ivo, Eric. Okay, so we are up to our main event, and then we will probably do some Sporkle or something like that until Ben starts to stream, and then I'm going to try and figure out the raid feature because I've never done that before, and raid Ben if he goes live before we finish. Yeah, it definitely is, because the reason is because whereas PWA or something brings in, they have their own talent, World Series Wrestling is bringing in guys from the indie scene around the world, particularly American and Canadian wrestling scene. So that's why it's so big so fast, and it's beautiful to see. Samoa Joe was good too back in the day. My favorite divas in history would be Lacey Von Erich. Lacey was good. Velvet Sky. They were a team. They were the beautiful people with Angelina Love, if I can remember correctly. I don't know. They also had somebody else there. I'm having a mental blank on. The chick that's in AEW now. I'm having a mental blank on her name, but she was also in there. But with the WWE, I'd say Melina. Yes. Me and Zane have a friend, Lauren. She's an absolute huge fan of Melina. She's met Melina. Melina introduced her to her current fiance. They have calls and stuff. It's really nice. Melina is just a very caring person for her fans. The fact that she wants to go to my friend's wedding absolutely baffles my mind. World Series Wrestling is essentially the go-to... Oh, wait, I read that already. WSW has no soul. PWA and MCW actually have Aussies. I disagree with that, Zane. I think it definitely has a soul. I just think that the way they do business is significantly different. But it's a good way. They've been in business far less time than, PWA, MCW, any of that. MCW recently had, an anniversary show. I think 15 years, 20 years, whatever it was. I didn't know it existed when I was growing up, and for a while there, I was actively thinking about becoming a wrestler before I was like, okay, with my weight, I'm not going to be able to do that. And then when I realized, like, if I ever wanted to do anything with wrestling and be creative, I think the reason WSW is so successful is just because of the bringing in the talent, putting a spotlight on it, while also having entertaining matches. Yeah, but that's exactly it. That's how you get fans. That doesn't mean it's not a soul because they do that. They're just not, and I mean, you can't even say they're not homegrown because they are. They have Australian talent on the show. They feature Australian talent. Like, some of the biggest stars on there are Australian talent that are, like, have become namestay because of, like, WWE or AEW. Like, Peyton Royce, I believe, as Cassie Lee is, like, their current women's champion, for example. And she was in PWA, if I remember correctly, to start off with, and then she went to WWE. And now she's, now that she's not in WWE, she's competing. Well, she did compete in TNA, now she's competing in the Indies a little bit. Seems like she's mainly focusing on her kid, though. I think when TNA got rid of the six-sided ring, that's just when it lost its originality. When Hulk Hogan went over and tried to make it a second WWE. Definitely. The ring, people say it's much more difficult to navigate a six-sided ring, which I completely agree with. I completely understand. It's much different and you know, not for good reasons. I think I would still say, like, I prefer the six-sided ring. It gave it a much more alternative feel than just another wrestling show on like a four-sided ring, like the one that we've been used to for like forever. But not only that, it was like a combination of the ring itself and the dynamic of the TNA business changing significantly. Like, we're talking changing ownership, changing the companies that were producing it, the channels, the superstars that were on the roster, the contract disputes, like AJ famously being like told to take less money to stay on. Like, we wouldn't have... AJ's been in WWE probably almost as long as he's been in TNA now, which is crazy to me. Alright, stomped Damian Priest, and is it over? Does Damien foul his cash in? And Damien fails his cash in. So Seth is on 2 wins right now. Yeah, so now that she's Steph is gone, I'm actually not. Is she on the tour, Sue? Because I'm pretty sure Steph is probably going to be on the tour. I'm not sure as like where Cassie would stand, because I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anything with her about going on this particular tour. Okay, so we're not going to play NXT right now. We're going to go do some sport stuff, because I'm pretty sure it's almost time for Ben to stream. But we'll see what NXT has got. So we got Baron Corbin versus Tyler Bate versus Nathan Frazier. La Family versus Humberto and Ridge. Trick versus Noam Dar. Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes. Okay, that's going to be dope. We know who those two can go. And main event is Blair Davenport versus Jakara Jackson. So we got some interesting matches. I would say, obviously, this should be the main event. Jakara hasn't really proven herself. Blair has. Noam Dar versus Trick could also main event, honestly. This is just weird. And again, this could also main event. Nathan is such an underdog. He's so good. But we already know how good Baron and how good Tyler are. Yeah, no, I really hope that they do, because I definitely want to see her and Billy. In fact, I think Billy is pregnant or just recently had her kid, so definitely not Billy appearing. But I'm definitely interested to see what they do with that. And, you know, if they announce a tour involving both of them, I would that, like, especially if they also had, like, Tenille, I would definitely want to go to that, because those three I absolutely love. Also love Buddy Matthews. He's one of my favorites. So if they announce, like, all 4 of them, I'm like, I don't think I would even think about that. I'm pretty sure I would definitely go. and I would drag Grandma Fozzie here in the chat with me. So, yeah, it's possible. Okay, so let's change over to Sporkle now. So I'm going to do some wrestling quizzes, so we won't need to change the title of the stream. But we're going to end the stream off by just doing some Sporkle until Ben is ready. I'm just going to send Ben a message and let him know that I'm... to let me know when he goes live, so I can attempt to raid him. Alright, so we're on Sporkle. We're going to do some wrestling quizzes. Matthews and Dash would have been towards the past. Yeah. Actually, I wasn't sure if Buddy was, but that's good to know. I knew that Tennille had. I think before she went back to WWE. So let's search... I was going to search WWE, but we'll search wrestling. Now, what I want to do for the Sporkle quizzes, for those of you who weren't here before, we're going to look up a few names, find a few quizzes, and then we're going to work on them together. I am so with my knowledge. I can remember sometimes and not remember. Once I get the result, that usually pops into my head like, oh shit, of course, I'm stupid, I missed that. I'm just going to go... Well, actually, I don't even need to move to get my water. But I'm going to get my water, have a look at these quizzes, and let me know like 2 or 3 that you like the sound of, and we'll get stuck into. Personally, every clean Undertaker loss, that interests me something. I'm going to go that one. Does any of you... do any of you have any ideas on which you would like? Alright, so first of all, I'm going to do the Undertaker one. We'll do the multi-match, and I don't see any options in chat. So let's do this one. We'll do 3 to start off with. What one do we want to start off with? Very clean Undertaker loss. This could be hard. WrestleMania 33, that'd be Roman Reigns, wasn't it? Okay. WrestleMania 30 was Brock Lesnar. Night of Champions in 2010. Okay. Is it Edge? Batista? Yeah, okay, Batista. Okay, sweet, yeah. That's good to know. So, singles match on SmackDown, no holds barred match for World Heavyweight Championship in main event of Night of Champions. It's not John Cena, is it? No, because John Cena didn't do that. Because they had that infamous, like, 35 match or whatever it was. Is it Kane? Yep. 1999, 2002, 2006, and 2009. I don't think Ray beat him, but I'll try Ray anyway. Who else? Yep, I got Kane in there. So Kane was at Night of Champions. I've tried Edge and I tried Batista. Batista I got. Chavo I don't think got a thing on him. No. Eddie, no. JBL, no. Yeah, they definitely had that the blood feud. And then they had the 2010 feud. Did Jeff Hardy beat him? I just can't type tonight. Jeff Hardy, no. Who could beat the Dead Man? Seeing this, it's crazy how little matches he lost. Stone Cold. The Rock. No. Kurt Angle. Okay. Booker T maybe? No. Big Show. So we got 2002. Oh, Chris Jericho. Okay, we can put that in. No. 2009 and 2002. We've got the rest of them. So 2002. I'm trying to think of the card, like the upper card. Triple H maybe. Yep. Shawn Michaels. No. Okay, so we've only got 2009. Who was big in 2009 that we haven't? Miz, Randy Orton. Ezekiel Jackson. Christian. Probably not Jack Swagger, but I'll put him in. No. CM Punk, no. So it was in February, so early. So, like, who was he feuding with at the end of 2008? Zane, do you have any idea? You're pretty good at this. I think we'll just skip it because we won't waste 5 minutes thinking about it. Vladimir Kozlov. Okay, Vladimir did cross my mind, but I was like, there's no way he beat Taker. But now I'm thinking I can remember the match. Because I remember it was a big deal. Okay, I don't think I would have actually put him down. So, that's not great. We'll do tag team then in 2024. So let's go. So Kofi, Kingston. Oh, maybe the New Day. That's all you have to write. Imperium. Los Tharos of Legato. Delph and Tasma. LWO. OTM. Meta for quarter through. No quarter. Patch through. Awesome Truth, DIY, Alpha Academy. Yeah, it's a bit late now for Kozlov. What other teams have we got here? I know I'm definitely forgetting them. I'll think of them over time. Because there's like, there's obviously the big match upcoming. What's the one with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate called? Street Profits. I think. Oh, okay, yeah, the Pride. Also the Authors of Pain, which are part of. What? It loaded. I put Z in and it went to something. No. Okay. No, that doesn't want to come up. New Catch Republic. Okay. There we go. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Nope. Didn't work. Pretty deadly. We also need to think of like NXT teams as well. Wolf Dogs. Would Trick and Mellow because they're gone now? No. Let's go the OC. So that's Gallows and Anderson. Thank you, Super. Who else was in that tournament for this WrestleMania match? So we got Judgment Day, got Awesome Truth, we got New Day, we got DIY, we got yeah, so Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, like, they should be here. You would think. And their team is like A-Town Down Under. Into Sure. Okay, well that... Yeah, Creed. Creed Brothers. Veer and Sangha. Into Sure, I spelt it correctly. That's weird. Jinder Mahal. Veer. Or Shanky. No. Okay. We have about 5 minutes to guess any more we have. Maybe we'll see if we can leave that up while we start this one. Ooh, let's try it. Multi-match WrestleMania participants. Jax Swagger. No. CM Punk. No. Jeff Hardy. No. Oh god, no. Daniel Bryan. Kane. Chavo. No. Sheamus. Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns. The Undertaker. No. Shawn. Okay. DiBiase. Yeah. No. Cesaro. Yep. Okay. Bobby Lashley, maybe. No. Marga. Okay, is this still going? Yeah, 3 minutes. Sweet. We're probably not going to get much more, if any, on that, but we'll try for this one. Zane, do you have any? Okay, so that's Yokozuna. Yeah. No. Cody, yep. Drew McIntyre. We've got a lot of ones from 31, but I do not remember that match. And then we've got some from the tournament. We've got a few from that initial tournament that's in one of the first WrestleManias. And then tag team and impromptu match. And then opening match and main event. No. Truth. No. No, AJ wasn't even there back then, I don't think. No, it wasn't. Because he was 2016 onwards. Okay, that's got about 1 minute and 20. Hulk Hogan. Okay. There we go. Bret Hart. This one's about to end. So let's just pause this one and see what the results of this is. Who did we miss? Gallus? Yes, that's my bad. Okay, quite a few here that we missed. Into Sheer. Okay, because I didn't put any in. I did write this one, so I don't know why it didn't work. Bloodline was stupid of me not to write. Damage Control 2. Final Testament I did write. Don't know why that didn't work. A-Town Down Under. Oh, because I put a thingy in between there. That's probably why. Who are Rags to Riches? Because that doesn't sound familiar to me. Okay. If I could only remember that 31 match. I just thought it could have been the massive women's match, but then obviously that's not going to be for the Andre Battle Royal. And I checked some of them anyway and it didn't work. So I'm just wondering who else was in that 31 card. So it was a big show. Did I do Baron Corbin? Because I know he won one of them. good idea. Tyson Kidd. Well, okay, well you were right. So who is Tyson Kidd thinking? Oh, Justin Gabe. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, he started already, has he? Let me see. Okay, let me try and figure out how to read. Okay, let's see here. Alright, guys. Well, enjoy your time with Ben. And I shall see you guys next time.